Now entering the temple of Anubis. Ready for battle. Ready for battle. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
I'm gonna shoot you down.
Okay, your dive target needs to be the Ana and the Ashe. Shu doesn't get mech'd here, we wait for a second and then we go on the Ana. The ball. Good. Not good.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei. Time to... Your support has arrived. I have your back. The battle continues. Oh, my God. Hallelujah. Patched up. Helden sterben nicht. Schutzengel ist da. No fair. You better get out of the way. Helden sterben nicht.
This is going to hurt.
Oh! This team's kinda fucking you guys.
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
Seconds remaining.
Yeah.
وريهم قوتك.
I am unstoppable.
Justice reigns from above.
Let's face it, it's a good thing I brought an umbrella. Routing power.
30 seconds remaining.
Nice, this is winnable. The best minefield. Should win this. Barely. Sun, let's clutch the fuck out of that fight. In general, you guys were playing a bit too split and nobody was peeling for the Ashe or Ana. Doesn't help that our Ashe wasn't taking good sight lines to deal with the other Ashe or to get good poke damage on backline or tanks. That's really it. They just had some really good plays in general. don't think they're gonna recontest.
Overtime.
Okay, coming into this next fight, we have Bob, Valk, and
New
Bomb.
defense point.
They only have Valk and probably Bob once they push through. Get Pielchu.
Helden sterben nicht. Sterben nicht.
Good. Push with that. We're not focusing the Mercy when she reses.
Deine Hexe ist da.
Solo Brock's the Diva if you have to. No, I'm not lost.
هيكون مؤلم.
Routing power to forward shield. My gift to remember that.
Justice reigns from above.
Good res. Pick up the Tracer.
وليهم قوتك.
Good unintentional body block too. Need to throw bomb here. Oh, why didn't we use self-destruct? We needed self-destruct.
Time to raise
You would have gotten mech back.
activated.
30 seconds remaining.
Justice reigns from above.
We should not be using self-destruct all the way out there. Oh, no, we didn't. Never mind. Ball will need to touch. I gotta wait for everyone else to come back. Good bomb shoot. Ow. Better deny res.
Sterben nicht.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
Justice reigns from above.
The car is pretty good. Touching. Nano. And nobody were touching.
Initiating match. Ready for battle. Ready for battle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Hello there.
Defend objective A.
Okay, our Ash shouldn't be playing up there. She should be playing on the left. We need to be diving this Widow as soon as we peek her, or as soon as we see her. Good shot. Silas, you might want to rotate a little bit more to your right on that ledge.
Get through this. Time to raise my APM. Oh,
You look
Good sleep. Nice. Good clap. Good
deine
res.
Hexe ist da. overcut. Get through this. Yeah.
That shouldn't have happened.
Monsters engaged.
It's fine, we get a trade. Make sure we're denying res. Nobody's denying res. Good save, good kill.
Engel is done. Time to raise my APM.
Collision awaiting.
I am unstoppable.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Good sleep. Unlucky. We can still contest this. Boss should be waiting a little bit longer before we go in.
APM to overcut. Get through this. Yeah.
Objective lost.
We could have recontested that
New defense point. Objective B.
a lot better if we would have just waited for them to get 2 ticks. They're kind of all spiraled out of control because we were repositioning our Ana. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to go back specifically and look at what both supports were doing when he got demeched. But we still have ultimate mana, excuse me. Try to go in for a nano barrage here.
Helden sterben nicht.
Game on.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
Does. Need to deal with that widow, chew or ball.
Rain from above.
We do get trades, we have mines on point. This is still winnable.
Collision awaiting. Dein Schutzengel ist da. Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Monsters engaged.
Yeah, let's sleep.
Time to raise my
Collision awaiting.
I am unstoppable.
Again, Widow has free sights here.
Never.
Let's sleep for them.
Activated.
Justice rains from above.
Time to raise my APM. Defense matrix activated. Monsters engaged.
Doing that.
I'm gonna have to shoot you down. Who's got one?
Okay, coming into this next fight, we have Bomb, Mines, Nano, and Pulse. We have Bomb, Barrage, most likely Primal, and Valk.
This.
Helden sterben nicht.
It's fine, we get the trade.
Game
We need to be pushing up. I don't know why we're just waiting around back here. At least support should be pushed up to right there to be able to see. We're dealing with the Ana, hopefully on the right. And some of us need to have eyes up there.
time to raise my APM.
And nobody's calling the Ana. Thank you, Maddie. Ana's one, just melee. Please, for the love of God, thank you. Okay, they have 4 ults coming into this fight. We also have 4. They're gonna look for either Nano Barrage or just a Barrage to start, and then maybe Nano Monkey. If we can, we open this up with Pulse onto Monkey, maybe force out Nano because of it. We should be using Beat for either sustain in the mid fight, or we should be using it to counteract Nano or Primal. Where do we die? Okay, sure. That's fine. Unlucky. Foggy. Nice, we killing the Ana.
Get through this.
Good pick. Nice, we win that.
Seconds remaining.
Make sure we're. Oh, we don't have damage boost. Never mind.
Now I'll show them.
Okay, same thing. They have Pulse. They have Diva Bomb. All we have is Pulse. We need to get a stick onto a tank at least. If we're not confident with getting a stick onto a DPS or a squishy, just stick a tank and try to burn them down as fast as possible.
Time to raise my dead.
Good stick. Nice. Both backlines dead. We won this stuff. Good pick. Nice. Not too bad. In general, we should be trying to deny res as soon as we can. If they're running a Mercy, I mean, there's so many times that was so telegraphed that it could have been punished, whether with rolling through with Ball and knocking her out of res, Lucio Boop, sleep, focus fire onto the Mercy. Either way, she got too many reses off that needed to be punished. We need to be peeling more for either our hit scan or our Ana, so tanks should be trying their utmost to keep in mind where their supports are and best way to peel for them. For Ball, it's just to disrupt and try to get their fire focused on you more than them, or utmost just killing the person who's on your support or your hit scan. For Chu, it's mostly just getting in your your backline's face and just DMing the fuck out of them or eating shots for them. Our focus fire still isn't there. We need to be alt tracking a little bit better, especially from what I heard in comms for Ilios. I don't know. I plan on doing more of this tomorrow, but just not exactly feeling it tonight. So, other than that, that was still a good map. I thought you guys did very well at recontesting second point more than first point. I still think we need to get it into our heads that once we lose first fight on first point, that doesn't mean it's over. if we have alts and it's a winnable fight, or we think it's possibly a winnable fight with alts, then we should be at least giving them 2 ticks. If they win a fight on first, just if they win a fight on first handedly, it's not that's still punishing you. It's still going to get them point progress, and it's still going to get them almost 3 ticks. But if we regroup, we make the swaps to getting back to point fast enough, and we have alts, we can still win a losable fight like that. It's very under the clock pressure, so it's up to our shot caller to dictate whether it's a and it depends on what alts we have and how confident we are in netting value from it. I think that's all I really have for Anubis. I mean, like I said, this map, that map was sloppy, but our second point defense definitely started to pick up once we made the swaps off the Ashe onto the Tracer. They didn't make any counter swaps or any swaps to begin with. Yeah, we shouldn't be dropping maps to this team, especially if they're very reliant on a dive pharmacy type of style. But other than that, it was still a good scrim, good map at least. I will plan on going over the rest of it tomorrow. Oh, and we need to be alt tracking more. Like I said, I know I already said this previously, but from what I heard in comms, nobody is alt tracking at all. So either Laz and Maddie, you two are the ones that should be doing this. If you guys aren't doing this, you need to start. And if you're tilted or something, someone else needs to start picking it up. Specifically, when you should be alt tracking is in between fights. You need to keep track of what they're using, what they potentially could have, and start going from there. Like even if you, like, let's say for example, Ryan has Shatter, or Ryan doesn't have Shatter, more like it. And it turns out he does have Shatter. Eventually, you'll get to the point where you know what alts they have just from observing how much value they get in the fight and time on the clock and stuff like that. It'll come to you guys eventually, but we need to be alt tracking much more. There's so many more fights that we'll be able to predict as a dry fight or to commit what alts. So, yep, that's what I got.